And welcome back to My Tai Gaming and our After Action series for War in the Pacific Admirals Edition. Let's load it up here. And this is December 14th now. 1 week since Pearl Harbor. All right. Claimed a little island in the Central Philippines. Landings more at Jesselton. Should take that this turn. And of course, hit but no explosion. Okay. The dud rate for the US subs is the bane of their existence for the initial part of this game. Of course, they already hit one of my carriers, so it isn't that bad. Although you would hate to have a sub line up a carrier and then send its fish that way, and then they just hit but don't explode. All right. Ground attacks here at Georgetown, 151 casualties. They're all non-combat. Okay, so my guess is that is just a unit that he could not extricate. So Georgetown will fall to one tank regiment. Should be fairly simple there. Trying to use some air cover against the Chinese advance around Chang. Doing the same in the south, just trying to weaken him up and hit places that maybe he doesn't have fighter cover. So we will switch off of Wu Chao. Yeah, now we lost 3 aircraft. I did strengthen the air forces coming out of Port Arthur and Yohol in North China. So they doubled up basically the number of aircraft flying. We got 91 casualties, 13 disabled squads there. So hopefully we can get some good work done in the north. If I have to buy those air squadrons out to go into China because he's giving me too much trouble, not a worry. I will do so. Here he is. Oh, only 2 fighters flew. Interesting. I have a lot more than that on guard duty. There, 13 this time. Okay. All right, we damaged several of his aircraft in both of those raids. No major losses, though, for us or him. Let's see. Bunch of recon going on. And looks like we are moving to the land phase already. All right. Okay, this was a move over the river, Yellow River. That did not go that well. I can move more forces. All right. So we have double the forces he does, but the adjusted odds bring it almost even. They still took more casualties, so they started with about 5,000 troops for them, 12,000 for us. We took 300 casualties; they took 540. Granted, we have an army here, so a lot of our troops are non-com. They're support troops. Did lose 5 armored cars. So what did he advanced with 1 corps, which is essentially 1 Japanese division. Kind of like with the Russians and their army organization. The Chinese did very similar, where a corps would be a Japanese division, and an army would be a Japanese corps, basically. All right, taking Kuala Krai. Should be fairly easy. Oh, he certainly does retreat. Okay. That 440 casualties for him, 42 for us. This is the 8th Indian Brigade. All right, the 108th Royal Navy Base Force at Jesselton is retreating. Okay. Massive casualties there. 93 for him, none for us. And we're taking San Fernando in the Philippines. I wonder if he's going to try and counterattack in the Philippines as I get a little stretched out with right now. My furthest advance, I should say, is paratroopers. So let's take a look here. Yeah, he's got showing just one unit left at Lingayen. I don't know if I continue the advance. We may try and pull up at Bayambong and then to Cabantuan, striking towards Manila, because I'd rather have Manila than anything. And he's showing 14,000 troops at Manila and 56,000 at Clark Field. Yeah, he's going to force me. Either way, the strategy should remain the same. We're going to hole him up at Clark Field, take everything around it. And yeah, I'm just going to let him bleed out supply. It's not like he has 11 light industry at Clark Field. I can probably just strat bomb that. So he's getting absolutely no supply. My guess is he's trying to pull all supply out that he can to Bataan. All right. Advancing towards Dadyangas, advancing towards Cotabato in Mindanao. We're advancing towards Beaufort from Brunei. And with the victory here, we're going to take the 15th Naval Guard and start to move them to Kudat. I don't really want to take Kudat or assault it until I can get some naval invasions going on the southern side of Borneo. I don't want to chase these troops all over the place. As far as Georgetown goes, we do have 42nd Infantry Regiment advancing against the 2 units there. We've got our tank columns moving towards Taiping. We just took Kuala Krai, so we're going to continue the advance there. Yeah, and I'm staging most of my troops in strategic mode. For both Kota Baru and Singora. And I'm just going to advance as far as he will let me. And then, yeah, take the fight straight to Singapore as quickly as possible instead of having to march down. I've got the 2 tank units that are rolling along, so that shouldn't be too big of a problem. Finally getting some movement up here, heading towards Mulumane. He's only got 1,500 troops there. It almost looks like there's not much of a road connection, and there is no rail connection between Mulumane and Rangoon. So once we take Mulumane, we'll probably reassess the situation before advancing. Because an advance off of Chiang Mai may have to happen, or even through up to, what is this, Twangui? Through overland from Thailand. May send a division that way to cut off. As soon as we cut off the road connection from China to Rangoon, things begin to improve for us, so... Yeah, interesting situations. As far as the main Pacific goes, let's find our footing here. Here's Wake. So Kido Butai is almost to Inwitok, heading towards Truk to resupply. Let's see here. Got more forces going towards Hiroshima. And I just need to pick up the 144th Infantry Regiment to take Wake out. Yeah. Looking good on the south side. We should... All right, you finished dropping off at Davao. And then, okay, that's more shipping. these guys are going to head to Davao. So basically, I'm moving everything off of Battlebob and heading to Davao. That's going to be my main base. And now we're at 404 on the airfield. We're going to stop expanding that for the time being and just focus on Davao. We do have Air Regiment and a Construction Regiment, so I can start to move what I need. And I'm probably going to go ahead and transfer the Mavises over there so that I can start to get Watchful Eye, because they can patrol almost the Java Sea. So let's set them up. Let's see. Show arcs. I need to go a little further than that. Maybe one back. Yep. And then I don't really need to cover this area. So let's... Too much. Let's go ahead and see. All right. Looks like 40. And I may just... Let's see here. 250. I think that'll... Yeah, that's... I'm happy with that. So that covers the southern approach here. And we'll get to see what... if he's coming through there. Or even if he's moving towards Java with any assets, they may go through the Banda Sea here. I've seen that quite a bit instead of coming up through these smaller islands. So I think that's a major boon for us. All right. And with that, we're just going to continue our plans and keep on rolling. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Thank you very much.